Season 2.
Well, it is starting to get a bit late over here.
It's 10:30, right?
It's 10:40.
10:40.
10:41, in fact, like even 1 minute later than that. So maybe some of these players who are used to ending their games by a much earlier time are starting to feel the fatigue of being here all night, playing games. Some of them, long games like that.
I wasn't looking at you and you made that noise. It didn't sound natural. I'm like, what? What was that? Was that Wolf? Yeah.
All right, so guys, let's take a look at this next match of the TVT. Bunny actually, for a time, had some really good TVT. This is mostly last year. His TVT reminded me a lot of Dream's TVT, just like really calculated ground-based attacks, some smart drops, some good Banshee play. But when you look at INnoVation's TVT, yes, I know he lost to Gumi God, but still.
He's a god, man. Like, how do you beat Gumi God?
He beat...
You don't.
Was it Forte? I think it was Forte who he beat on King Sejong Station in that TVT, where I was like, man, that was like a sick attack.
You mean INnoVation?
Yeah, INnoVation, I think, beat Forte. Where I was like, whoa, that was a crazy good attack. Like, he's just so smart, so good. And it's his birthday, I believe?
Yeah, it's his birthday.
So it's his birthday, so happy birthday, INnoVation.
Yep, here we go, guys. We're going to jump right into Frost for the TVT. Up here in the top right in the red, it's INnoVation.
And up to the top left in blue, his opponent, Bunny. Very underrated Terran player. Broke into the scene late 2014, played a few games in 2015. Was one of the reasons why CJ had such depth when they were looking to go to the finals. They were so close, actually, when they were defeated by SKT. One game away of that. Final PvP decided everything. But he was again one of these...
That was a crazy one. What was that? Rain versus Hero, right?
Yeah. And
sick game.
It's one of these players that has smart builds. Oh, it looks like we're going to see some Reaper shenanigans.
Just make the most disgusting laugh we can.
Yeah, well, he's either going to do it on both sides just to be the most efficient. Happy birthday to me! I proxy you. As we said earlier, you don't lose on your birthday, so... wow, that's like a lot of
the way of things.
It's like an INnoVation stock, or like made this. I'm like, whoa! I'm like, do you have permission to have those? Like,
where did you get those pictures anyway? They probably just took them.
But just to close this thought, and this actually looks to be a half Marine, half Reaper, since he's not actually mining that much gas. Just out of the normal scouter pattern,
slipping on by. Oh, but that SCV is kind of suspicious. Okay.
He didn't suss it out. But Bunny, as I was trying to say before, like these crazy things keep happening, as he does a Mecha factory, is just one of those players like Byung that gave CJ so much depth, but he's not had results recently, is like I was trying to finally say. And then INnoVation barely has enough gas to get 2 Reapers out. Won't have enough for the third one. He just finished the second gas. He's like, maybe barely gonna have enough. Let's look.
Yeah, this is
oh my
the build,
god,
man.
Exactly enough.
This is the build
for the third Reaper.
He's got the timings down. He's got 2 SCVs in the middle of the map, the ones that made the barracks. He didn't send them home. He's gonna bring them with them, perhaps build a bunker that he can retreat to.
The funny thing about the SCVs running into each other is that INnoVation is able to secure for sure where Bunny is, but Bunny doesn't know where he is.
And Wolf, do you like 4-player maps?
No. I'm not a big fan.
Look at the scouting for Bunny. He got so unlucky. If he went the other way, he would know something is up, but he just doesn't.
Well, this looks like this might just end round 3 as a regular season, as there's just no defense here. One Hellion's about to pop out, 2 bunkers queued. And that Reaper needs to regen, and he's just going to wait. Oh! Hellion comes from a low ground, actually, because the factory, that surprise factory doing some work right now. Bunker's canceled, and he lives. If the Hellion came from the main base, this would have been a totally different story. It's not over yet. We're about to have more Reapers here. He's going to have a 3rd, and then a 4th, and a 5th. This is like a Gumiho build, what we're seeing here.
Yeah.
After he lost to Gumiho yesterday, he was inspired. The CC was canceled and not remade, actually. I think Bunny's best bet is to go Banshees here after he holds this and counterattack with them. There will be no anti-air, really. He has to survive first, though. Reaper's like, yeah.
Remember when they had grenades that did a lot more damage to buildings?
Yeah.
And then you masked them and you killed buildings in like one hit?
And then
that was fun.
Remember Idra versus Maro?
Yeah, I remember that, man.
5-Rax Reaper. Then Maru did 5-Rax Reaper. I was like, wow, he's like the future Maro. Well, this Scout is actually going to delay the starport, maybe? I think he should commit to it. He's going to lose the Reaper regardless. If he committed to killing that, it would delay the starport. He's going Liberator, which is another cool way to abuse the fact that someone might not have anti-air. Problem is Liberators can't cloak. So, you know, once the Viking gets out, it's lights out for the Liberator. Yeah. Faster CC for INnoVation as well. An incredible hold for Bunny. The factory placement saved him so hard, but he's still behind.
I wonder if that's like actually the reason he did it, you know? It's not like you're going to be hiding a factory, really. Like, if they came into the main, they see you're mining gas. I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe they'll think it's proxied. I guess that's the whole point of the Macarex, or the Maca factory.
He didn't see the Liberator, like, just barely. But he has a Viking about to finish, and the timing of this works out perfectly, INnoVation, because the Viking is just going to be in position. How many SPs die? One?
One? Two? Just one.
Yeah, not entirely sold on this Liberator choices to follow up. Banshee could have at least chased, even if the Banshee went down, it would have gotten more kills.
Banshee would have been out like, oh wow, some nice hits there.
The Reapers will regen, so it's kind of like both players could lose this fight if they messed up. It's a very scary fight to take. Even though it's a fight that INnoVation wins, like it might be a terrible trade. Wow, I mean, INnoVation is so ahead. He has a second orbital mining and morphing, whereas Bunny won't even be able to land his.
Cyclone up here, he's trying to focus it down. That is armored, so it's going to be very hard for these two particular units to kill it.
Bunny's going to get some good shots off of the Hellion. He saves the Viking, and he will actually survive this, it looks like. But the Cyclone goes down.
Oh, what? He landed the Viking again. Why did you do that?
Oh, that was the Viking that went down there? I thought it was a Cyclone. Or did he also lose a Cyclone?
Both of them died,
okay,
yeah.
they must have died simultaneously.
Here we go again.
Oh, what? Cyclone lock-on range?
Mag Field Accelerator.
Thank you.
It increases the lock-on damage.
I'm actually normally the guy who knows these. I didn't know that one.
Oh, I'm cheating. I have a observer PC. So. Well, I mean, I got to hover over and read it.
What if he just wins this game with Cyclones? I mean, that wouldn't be out of the ordinary. We have to go to a third ace match, right? That's how tonight's been going. He's got 2 Cyclones at a time coming out. Defending this will maybe require a repair, which will cause him to lose SMBs. Oh, he shouldn't overextend here. And no split. And there's the grenade to secure the kill. Hellion on the back is like, let me be involved too.
Needs to rethink that decision, but he can't because he's dead.
Oh, too dark. Too soon.
3 dark, 5 me.
Yeah, that was earlier on today. Dark. Well, I mean, Blue Flame on the way. INnoVation has a massive Hellion count. They're both reactoring Vikings. The Cyclones can, with this upgrade, kill Vikings so quickly from a safe range, while the Vikings can't counterattack. They can win the air war that way. And to be totally honest, I have never seen this interaction before, so I don't know. If PDD blocks the Cyclone attack, I think it does, but I'm not actually 100% sure, so that could actually help.
It's a missile, right? So
yeah, it's a projectile.
It should. If it doesn't, I think that doesn't make much sense.
Okay, he's going to show the Cyclone build. Look how quickly it kills that barracks with this many.
Much damage.
He scans.
You know,
INnoVation's actually going to go out to meet this push.
You know what players should do is, how many Cyclones go into medevac? Do you know? Is it 2 or 4?
It's got to be 4. I actually don't know, though. This is like a thing that we never see, guys. Please don't
I think it might be 2. But like, imagine if people started to research this and then you drop it and you snipe Nexi and stuff. That would be sick. Well, you could probably kill it so fast, you know?
You could probably snipe an eBay in this matchup pretty quick, you know?
Yeah. The only thing is that it's like a huge, you have to research it. You have to commit to a lot of cyclones.
Yeah, you're not making tanks.
Bio is probably going to kill it faster anyway,
He
right?
needs to micro this. It's the only thing he should be doing right now, and he's not. Literally the only important thing.
Cyclones are pretty fast, but not as fast as Hellions. Here we go. This is a really big
Way too
army.
many Vikings. He has to land. There are 2 siege tanks here. Bunny's going to come from the behind, though. And he's going to lock onto these siege tanks. He will get them first, but it doesn't matter, I don't think. Mule being dropped here.
Mule, he's like, are you serious? You really did this build? Get out of my game.
I'm not even sure if Bunny knew what he was trying to do here in this game.
Yeah, definitely a wonky one for sure. Lots of wonky games towards the end of the night here to finish off the regular season of this year's Pro League.
He still has that third base up. Like, he actually lives through this. SCB is not repairing. But he's going to live through this, funny as it is.
He locked onto that mule. Wanted to make sure that was out of the base ASAP.
Okay, well,
he lives, but only for now. He is
awkward
down.
commentator pause where we're like,
Yeah.
yeah, well, this is not like the smart like golf or soccer commentator pause. This is like the, well, I mean, I guess this game continues, but yeah.
He's down a lot of supply here, about 40 supply. He does have that third base, but it's not landed at the location anymore, whereas INnoVation just got his into an orbital.
He like scans just types GG. I'm like, oh, so anticlimactic. Like,
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he does have like 4 times as many things as me.
I guess he's going to try to do some damage here. If you do get the lock on, it's pretty nice.
I think his best bet is actually to just turtle and somehow like hold on to his bases and take only defensive engagements. The Cyclones can go up and harass if they can maintain their lock-ons and drive away, but he can't keep his economy up. This mule got 1 trip.
Poor guy.
INnoVation feels bad. Like, lets the other SCVs live.
Yeah.
At least, like, a Cyclone's actually not alive. I mean, not a Cyclone. The mule is not alive to the robot, but the SCVs really, they're actually piloted. INnoVation's like a kind.
Tell that to
man.
Zenyatta, man. Be careful what you say.
Well, you know why?
He's just a robot? What?
You know why humans are racist against robots in Overwatch is because those spam bots on Twitter who keep liking my tweets from 2013. That's how the robot race started.
We were talking about this is the lore behind Overwatch.
Yeah, the reason why robots are hated is, yeah, they evolved into sentient beings that have feelings and stuff, but they were originally just Twitter bots that like my tweets from 2012 and send me inappropriate or and tweet inappropriate pictures of nudity.
Also, like your malfunctioning phone or devices, those bots too.
Yeah. Basically,
They
like my
created a lot
graphics
of,
card that failed me, recently. That's pretty upsetting.
Created a lot of heat in the community against robots.
But INnoVation is by far the best robot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's the kind of robot all robots aspire to be.
He's like the Martin Luther King robot.
That's right. Okay, Vikings gonna win the air battle here because INnoVation didn't have all of his with him, but once they do all arrive, he will lose it, and he doesn't have the Liberator in position. His base has to lift. SKT fans clap, but it's this kind of sad clap where they feel bad for Bunny, but this push is pretty much unstoppable, although Liberators in position temporarily here.
Yeah, doing a bit of damage. He's only got 1 Cyclone. It does go down. And yeah, I mean, he's going to have to try to chase these units with Liberators, but he had to lift his 3rd INnoVation back at home mining. These Hellbats are just going to kill everything in front of them.
The third base, yeah, it's like going to go down and land, but he somehow can't hit any of these insanely slow units with Liberators. Look at Bunny's face. I think he's about to type out. At this point, like, if you're trying to do fan service, do you stay in the game or leave it? I'm not really sure which is more serviceable.
He like starts hiding his SCVs in different parts of the map and like making supply depots. We're like, really?
I think
Bunny?
he's gonna type. Yeah.
GG. There it is. Your final game of round 3 and the regular season of Pro League goes to INnoVation. The match does go to SKT 3-1.
The big question is, out of these 3 weird and strange games,
wild and wacky Starcraft,
who gets the MVP award?
I don't know, actually. Maybe Classic. We can talk to him about that build, right? He did something, kind of cool, right? You could ask him the thought behind it, something like that. Stu, perhaps. You know, he also proxied his, or he didn't proxy, but he kind of like hit a base and
And even INnoVation might be like, well, what do you think about the Cyclones? That was pretty weird. Like, what was going through your head while you dealt with such a strange strategy?
You're like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I hit that on the ladder sometimes and I always win. So I don't know why people do it, but yeah, it hasn't had any success in Korea in the televised matches, at least. I think we've only seen it twice.
Yep. Well, I mean, I think it was just kind of like Bunny was trying to do something desperate to win the game. I think the game really went awry when he made the Liberator. But take a picture of this on your phone, because this is actually the final standings here for Pro League for round 3. CJ will take 4th place with this loss. Afrika will take 3rd, which will give them more points going into the postseason. So CJ needs a win here. Here are the total points.
This is very important. CJ now, they need to defeat Afrika and then win, I believe, the silver match as well to get 10 points from that, the 10 extra points for 2nd place, at least. Because the way the playoffs work, the round playoffs, you get 40 extra points for 1st place and 10 for 2nd place. Nothing for 3rd and 4th. It's just you get a certain set amount of points just for being in that place at the end of the round. So now CJ, if they want to get into the grand postseason, they need to at least make it to the finals. So that was the whole big deal, and Afrika is really, really happy now that they CJ lost that game and that they were able to win their game, because now they've got a great shot of getting into the grand postseason.
Yep, Hero finishes the season with 18-6. He is your most winning player here for 2016. Big shout-outs, I think, in this list to Gumiho, who actually gets top 5 despite the fact that his team will not be going